Hi, welcome to our day one of our hip opening series. Join me in a comfortable seated position. We're going to start out cross-legged. If this is not an option, know that you can just simply guide soles of the feet together, creating that diamond shape. But if it feels okay, let's go ahead and start with our right ankle forward. From here, start to find that seat just sort of grounding and heavy into the floor, and then go ahead and start to find length, lifting the sternum, reaching out through the crown of the head, just like somebody's pulling a little string right at the top. You can feel each little vertebrae stack upon each other, and we want to guide those shoulders to stack over the hips. Good. Go ahead and take your thumbs, draw them underneath the armpits, get them sort of deep in there as best as you can. Roll your shoulders back, feel those shoulder blades almost squeeze a little bit towards each other, and then go ahead and let the hands simply rest on the lap. Good, we want to keep that openness across the chest as best as we can. Maybe softly close the eyes if it feels comfortable, or just sort of soften the gaze. Try not to necessarily focus on any one certain thing. And then begin by just inviting the breath into the body. Let the rib cage awaken and feel the expansion, maybe deepen a little bit. Feel the contraction as the breath leaves the body and the rib cage draws in towards center. Just a couple more big full rounds of breath here, just sort of setting our pace, slowing our heart rate, settling into our body and letting go of our day or evening. Good. And when you're ready, gently, mindfully, start to slowly open the eyes, adjusting to the light. Good. Beautiful. From here, let's go ahead and start to draw the arms up overhead. Go ahead and interlace our fingers, turning the palms up towards the sky and softening those shoulders again away from the ears. So keep as deep of a bend in the elbows. It's all good, whatever feels best. As we inhale, find length, extend and reach. And as we exhale, start to gently lean to the right. Try and let that left hip anchor. It might mean you don't come quite as far. Good. As we inhale again, press through those sitting bones, reach up through the crown, slowly start to come up through center. And as we exhale, let's lean to the left. Again, as soon as you feel that right sitting bone start to lift, just hold here. Maybe take a moment. And then as we inhale, come on back up through center. Good. Exhaling to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale through center. Last one, each side. Just a gentle, small little movement to start. Good. And then as we come up through center, start to rotate the torso a little bit to the right. Start to round through the spine. Let the back body open as you slide to the left. Let that right elbow help draw you up. Good. We'll do one more in this direction. Start to open through the back body a little bit. And as we come up through center, let's switch the direction. Let that left elbow drop. Let the torso draw down and through center over to the right. Left elbow lifts. Good. One more. Breathing here. Good. And then as we come up, come on back up through center. Good. Let's separate those fingers. Lengthen, reach, lift, and as we exhale, start to come forward, hinging from the hips. Let the chest come forward, and then lower the hands as soon as you start to feel the bum start to lift off of the mat. Good. From here, start to round. Maybe walk the fingertips a little bit forward. Come as far as you can comfortably. That might be a little bit higher. That might be lower. Whatever feels good in your body. From here, wherever you are, press down into those finger pads. Reach back through those sitting bones. A gentle tuck to the chin. Take a breath or two here, breathing into the back body. Good. Maybe walk those fingers just a millimeter forward. Good. Pressing into those hands, and then slowly start to walk the hands back. Good. Lengthen out through the crown of the head. Start to come all the way back up into seated. Good. Give a little wiggle, just a little shimmy, a little shake. Maybe even roll out those shoulders if need be. Good. And then go ahead and start to extend the legs forward. Wiggle out those toes, shake out the back of the knees, whatever feels good. From here, our seated position, start to bend into the legs, walking the soles of the feet onto the mat, and let your hands come behind you. Depending on what feels best, fingers might turn out, they might turn back, or they might turn towards the pockets of your jeans. For me, it feels good to have them out to the side. From here, we sort of press into the sitting bones, feel the anchors through our feet, let them be heavy, let them ground. Good. As we inhale, push into the hands, start to lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, extend again, keep reaching through the crown of the head like that string is pulling from the sits bones to the crown of the head. And then as we exhale, let's round, start to bend into the elbows, tuck the chin. Good. Inhale, lengthen, lift the chest, open the heart, extend, and exhale to round. Good. One more just like this. Beautiful. And then as we inhale, come on back to that place of neutral. Good. Awesome. Let's go ahead and start to let the knees drop over to the right, rolling to your outer right hip. Inhaling up through center, exhaling to the left. Good. Just a couple windshield wipers here, letting the knees fall side to side. Just sort of massaging out those outer glutes and hips. Good. And then once you're complete, come on back through center. Extend the left leg, extend the right leg. Again, give a little wiggle, release. Come on back up if that feels good. All right, keeping the left foot anchored. Start to draw the right knee in a little bit towards the chest. Let's circle it wide to the side. Good. Just finding a little bit of movement here through the hip joint, letting that knee externally rotate. Good. Beautiful. And then once you're complete, extend the right leg, point and flex, maybe just a couple of times, and then bend the right knee, let it externally rotate just like we did when we were circling, and cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Might need a little bit of support and assistance, so feel free to lift the hands, use them. But flex the right foot, stay active here, so press out through the heel, let the toes draw back. And then you're in control. If this is a little too intense, lengthen that left leg long. If it feels good, draw the knee in and then press those hands just like we did when we were coming into our extension. We want to lift the chest, press the hands, roll the shoulders back, and then press this right knee away. So again, that little external rotation, like we're trying to get the outside of this right knee down towards that bottom right corner of our mat. Big breath in and full breaths out. Good. Neck and jaws nice and soft. Beautiful. One more big breath here. Good. Maybe start to wiggle that left foot away in order to create a little bit more space. Release the right leg off of the left. Again, maybe just a soft little wiggle side to side, and then we'll find the movement on the second side. So right foot anchors, start to draw the left knee in, let it circle out to the side. Maybe a few little circles to start. Getting a little bit longer and larger. Good. And then once you're complete, start to draw that knee, let it externally rotate, maybe walk that right foot away if it serves you better on this side. I know it does for me, it's a little tighter. So start to draw the right knee in. If it feels okay, flex the foot, press out through that left heel, left toes, draw towards the shin. Find the area that works best for you. So whether that's lifting the chest as you walk that right heel in, maybe it looks a little bit more open, still lifting the chest, extending through the crown. Wherever feels best in your body, it's your opportunity to explore and feel. And know that two sides are always different. They might seem very similar, but usually we habituate to a certain side, a certain pattern. Good. Big full breaths here. Good. Last one. Awesome. Start to walk that right heel away, create a little bit more space, a little more openness. Release the left leg. Good. Again, little wiggles side to side. Start to walk the hands in. Good. Maybe shake out those wrists, especially if you were feeling some compression, little circle, some extension and flexion, whatever feels good to get a little bit of blood flow. Good, and then come on forward onto hands and knees. Let's go ahead and come into our tabletop. So allowing our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Start to feel these 4 points just sort of ground into the earth. Again, you can work from palms. If you're tender in the wrists, like myself, I like to work from fists. You have to build up a little bit of a callus on the knuckles, but it doesn't take long. Thumbs point forward, fingers towards the midline. This way I'm strengthening the wrist in neutral. Draw the shoulders onto the back body, sort of set them onto the back. Good. And then from here, let's go ahead and open the spine. So as we inhale, lift the sitting bones, start to lower the belly, rib cage drops, shoulders draw back as we lift the chest, lift the gaze. Good. And as we exhale, start to round through the pelvis, arch the back, press the hands and tuck the chin. Good. 2 more each direction. Inhaling as we lengthen and open the front body, stretching and extending through our abdominals. Good. And then as we exhale, round, press those hands, lift the rib cage towards the ceiling, tuck the chin, maybe even let the head hang. Good. Good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good, and then as we inhale, come on back to neutral, the space in between. Good, awesome. From here, gently walk your hands over to the right. I'm gonna open my palms here. Start to lengthen through that left side. This right side's gonna shorten, so that right hip towards that right shoulder, maybe even look back. And then as we inhale, walk the hands back through center. And as we exhale, walk them over to the left. Good. Take one breath here. And then again, inhale to walk back through center. One more each side, a little quicker. Exhale to lengthen the left and squeeze out that right. And then inhale through center. And exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, come on back through center. Good. I'm going to go ahead and come on back onto my fists. Beautiful. From here, we want to lean slightly to the left, extend the right leg straight back. Good. Keep it in line with the hips. So the hips are square to the floor to begin. Awesome. From here, begin to reach through those tippy toes, draw the shoulders, and keep that core engaged. So navel to the spine, the low ribs tucked. Beautiful. Release the breath. Inhale to lengthen from tips of the toes to the crown of the head. And then as we exhale, knee to nose, bend that right knee round through the spine. Lift the right thigh towards the chest. Inhale to extend. Exhale to round. Good. One more. Exhale to round. Beautiful. As we inhale, come on back to the place of neutral, that right leg extended. Good. Start to draw the right knee in. Keep the spine neutral. We're going to draw this right knee forward and then cross it over the left. Use your hands if you need to. So this right knee is over the left. I'm going to wiggle my knees just a little bit more centered. It feels best in my body. And then from here, start to circle the hips. So draw this right hip over to the right, forward, to the left, and then back. Good. So twisted knees as we circle the hips. Good. And let's go ahead and rotate the direction. Notice those sideways, side obliques, outer hips. Good. And then come on back through neutral. Let's go ahead and draw this right knee forward. Unhook it, extend it back, and this time open the hips. So start to stack this right hip over the left. As we exhale, come on back through center. Draw the knee towards the nose, just like we did. Release the breath. Inhale, open and stack. Good. Exhale to round. Inhale to open and stack. Good. And then exhale to round. Last one. Inhale. Let's go ahead and extend the right leg straight back. Good. And then lower the right knee down to meet the left. Good. Switching sides. If you need a little break, shake out those hands, wiggle out those fingers, whatever feels good. Work from fists, work from palms. You can always work from forearms as well. Good. All right, second side. So start to lean to the right. Start to extend the left leg. Good. Again, square the hips to start. So drop that left hip so it stays in line with the right. Shoulders on the back. Extend through the crown. Keep that belly drawing in. Strong supported core. Low ribs are hugging in. Take a big breath in. Reach from tippy toe to crown of the head. And then as we exhale, round. Pull the knee in towards the nose. Inhale to lengthen and extend. Exhale to round. Good. Last one. Good. Beautiful. Inhale to lengthen and extend. And then let's go ahead and draw this left knee forward. Maybe let it come a little bit wide as you externally rotate. Cross the left leg over the right. Good. From here, draw those knees a little bit more centered. Good. And then again, we're going to circle the hips, this time starting to the left. So start to draw the hips over to the left. Let them come forward, over to the right, and back towards the heels. So again, as large or as small as feels good in your body here in this moment. Not today, not tomorrow. Or today, not tomorrow. Good. Let's rotate in the opposite direction. Good. And then come on back through neutral. Start to draw this left knee forward. Release that left foot. Use your hands if you need to. Extend the left leg straight back this time. Open. So stack this left hip over right. Good. And then as we exhale, pull in. Knee to nose around the spine. Good. Inhale. Opening. Good, and then exhale. Good. Last one. We open. Good, and we lower. Good. Inhale to extend back, and then lower that left knee down. Good. Again, shake out. Release if you need to. Wiggle the hips. Let go of any tension in the neck or jaw. Good. Awesome. From here, again, leaning slightly to the left, we're going to extend the right leg straight back, lower the toes, a little bit of a kickstand, a little bit of support here. Begin to open this left leg. We're going to pivot it about 90 degrees so the knee stays heavy on the mat. Foot is going to open to the left onto the floor, and then we're going to rotate that right heel down. Good. So we've got 4 points of contact right now, hands, left knee, and right foot. But from here, we're going to start to peel this right hand off of the mat and extend up towards the sky. Good. This might be where you stay. This might be enough. Shoulders away, pressing the left hand, anchored through that left knee. If it feels okay, start to float the right leg and flex through the foot. Maybe just an inch or two, maybe 3 or 4. Good. We're going to pulse this right leg. So lift it high and lower. Good. 4, 3. Good. 2. Last one's maybe just a half an inch higher and lower. Good. Awesome. From here, turn the torso back towards center. Start to come on back onto this little setup of hands and feet. Good. Awesome. All right. From here, let's go ahead and start to draw the right knee forward. Again, let it externally rotate. Cross that right leg over the left. Walk the knees a little bit more centered. Start to open the feet wide to the side. So like they're coming to the outer edges of your mat or onto the floor as we slowly start to walk ourselves back and sit back if it's available. You may want to place a cushion or a block. If it's not comfortable, go ahead, lift the legs and extend the left leg. It'll take a little bit of pressure off, but we still have this right leg over the left. If it feels okay, heels are out towards the edges of our mat. Press into the sitting bones. Again, lift the sternum, lift through the crown of the head. Nice, long, tall spine. Good. If it feels okay, hold. Good. So whether this left leg is extended or just right here. One more big breath. Beautiful. All right, once you're complete, release the right leg off of the left. Good. And come all the way forward onto the hands. Curl the toes. Pick up the hips and walk the feet towards the hands. So we're here in a forward fold and our feet are about hip width apart. So that's usually a fist and a half. And I'm even going to go a little bit wider, so maybe 2 fists wide. Good. Find fingertips maybe on blocks, maybe on the mat. Good. They might even dangle. It's perfectly okay. Awesome. Feet on the earth. As we inhale, start to lift the chest, lengthen through the crown, hug the belly, lift up. Good. And then as we exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale, come halfway lift. Good. And then this time, as we exhale, sink the bum. Let the hands maybe find the floor. Inhale, push into the feet, lift the bum. lift the chest. And as we exhale, belly to thighs, forehead towards the floor. Inhale, come halfway, lift the chest, and then exhale, sink the bum. Just come as low as you can comfortably, working towards parallel to the floor. Press into the feet, lift the bum. Head's just going to sort of topple over as we exhale, belly to thighs. Inhale, come halfway, lift. Exhale, sink the bum. Good. Awesome. From here, press into the feet. Start to let the hands reach forward. Start to lift the chest. Squeeze in through those inner thighs. We're going to lift up a little bit so we can support our low back. So navel to the spine, low ribs tucked. Palms can face each other as we squeeze our hands and snuggle those shoulders onto our back body. Good. One more big breath here. Good. Hands come together. Again, we're going to tip-top over. So press the feet, lift the hips, come all the way over, forward fold. Start to lower the hands. Start to walk the feet back. Bend into the knees. Come on back to table. Good. Untuck the toes. This time, right knee comes a little bit more centered. Let the left knee draw forward. Let it externally rotate. Cross the left leg over the right to the best of your ability. Start to open the feet. So feet are on either side of our mat. Coming back as we sink back, just like we did. Good. Honor the body. Take your time. If it's a little too much, again, lean back. Extend right leg forward, left leg crossed. Good. If it's okay, keep that lower right leg bent, feet open to the side. Press into the sitting bones, lift the sternum, extend through the crown. Take a couple big rounds of breath here. Good. And then once you're complete, we're simply going to start to lean to the right. Start to take this left leg off of the right. Good. Start to come again forward. Press the hand. Come on back to tabletop. Good. Last sequence through the left side here. So from here, lean slightly to the right. We're going to extend the left leg straight back. Remember, lower the toes. We need to do the second side. So we're going to open the right leg out to the side. So pivoting on that right knee 90 degrees. Foot comes to the floor. Start to roll the left heel down and plant the sole of foot on the mat. Inhale, extend the arm across the chest. Reach towards the sky. Good. Maybe stay here. Feel this opening across the chest, this lifting of the left hip. Press into the right hand so our shoulders are away from our ears and we're anchored into that right knee. If you'd like to challenge yourself, lift the left foot, flex it. So press out through the heel, toes facing forward. Good. Stay and hold here or inhale to lift and lower. Good. 3 more. Challenge yourself. Lift that left knee. Good. And then lower all the way down. Let the torso come on back towards center. Pivot on that right knee. Come straight back. Left knee can lower. Good. Draw the big toe mounds together. Let the knees separate. Sink the hips back towards the heels. And lower the forehead. Take a few rounds of breath here, just simply noticing your outer hips. Getting a little bit deeper into the groin here. Good. 2 more big breaths to settle the body, settle the breath. Good. And then once you're complete, start to press into the hands and forearms. Lift the forehead. Start to come forward. Good. Walk the knees in. Let the feet swish out to one side so you can sit the sits bones back. From here, we want 90-degree bends in our legs. So this left shin is going to be parallel to the front edge, right shin a little bit open out to the side here. Good. Once we've got our 90 degrees here that we're working with, start to rotate the torso a little bit to the left, and we're going to lower down onto this left elbow if it's available. If it's not, stay high. Let this left hand come maybe back towards what is our left corner. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Let it draw up and over. So big stretch here through the front of this right hip flexor. Big breath in. Good. And then start to turn the torso. Start to press into that left palm or forearm. Walk the hands. And we're going to come forward and fold over this extended shin here. So maybe you stay high on the palms. Maybe you can lower down to elbows and forearms. But breathe into the outer left hip. Good. Once you're complete, pressing the palms, start to extend through the crown, lift the chest, lengthen through the arms, walk yourself back. Good. Start to lean a little bit onto that left hip so you can swing the right leg forward, and we're going to swing all the way to the right hip so we can draw this left knee back and parallel this right shin to the front edge of the mat. So you're in control. This knee can go a little bit further back. It can be a little bit more narrowed if you're a little tight and tense through that front left hip flexor. But once you've got yourself with your 90-degree bend in both legs, start to walk yourself a little bit over towards the right. So a little bit of a twist through the torso. Maybe this right hand just gently rests behind you towards that back right corner. Maybe you're able to lower down onto the elbows. Inhale, left arm up and over alongside the ear, mindful of any sort of props you might have near you. Again, this left hip might be pressing forward a little bit in order to accentuate that stretch through that front left hip flexor. And then start to turn the torso down towards the right. Press the hands and forearms, start to extend through the arms. Walk the torso back towards center. Good. In front of this front right shin, you can stay high. You can start to lower. Elbows and forearms might hover. You might be able to lower to the mat. 3 big full rounds of breath here. Last movement. So really send some nourishing breath to any areas of sensation, of tightness. Good. And then once you're complete, pressing into the palms, lifting the elbows and forearms, start to walk the hands back in. Good. Awesome. From here, we're going to come to that comfortable cross-legged seated position like at the beginning of class. This time, that left ankle forward. Find your grounded seat. That lift through the sternum, that string pulling at the crown of the head as you soften the shoulders, relax the neck and jaw. Maybe notice and feel any heaviness or tiredness through our thighs and knees, and let them just simply be heavy. Let them ground towards the floor. Last couple big rounds of breath here. Inviting in what serves you with each inhale and letting go of that which doesn't with each exhale. Let your palms come together at your heart center, right palm touching left, left palm touching right, dropping the shoulders down or back and lifting the sternum. A slight tuck of the chin. I thank you all for joining me today here on your mat and taking this time for yourself, your body, and your mind. Please take good care. Namaste.